Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Mattel, we are featuring the Princess of Power, She-Ra. Alright, so I purchased this recently on sale at my local Target. I want to say it was maybe like 14 bucks. So it was like half the price, you know, it's part of the post-holiday sale. If you can find this figure cheaper, which I've seen people report, definitely pull the trigger. So this is a deluxe figure with a much larger packaging. As you can see, she comes with multiple accessories. She comes with the extra head with the visored face, an extra set of hands, her shield, and a longer cape with shoulder pauldrons. On the back, a beautiful illustration. She-Ra, most powerful woman in the universe. When Adora raises the sword of protection above her head and cries, "For the honor of Grayskull," she transforms into She-Ra, Princess of Power and leader of Etheria's Great Rebellion. And here are some other figures also available in this wave. So let's get started. Alright, so for the sake of this review, I'm just going to focus on the figure itself. The figure's been out for a while, so chances are, if you want a much more in-depth review, you know, just hunt around on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find one. Her cape is actually taped down to the plastic, which kind of bothers me. Because I kind of feel like, you know, this material's kind of, not that the material's frail, but once you kind of remove it, it kind of like, I don't know, it's no longer mint, I guess. There we go. We got She-Ra out. Alright, let's take a look at her sword first. Beautiful detail. It really embodies the original design. Nice shade of silver. The materials, you know, it's not too flimsy. It's a slightly, it's not too soft of a plastic. So it doesn't feel like, you know, it has some flex to it, but at the same time, I don't think the handle is gonna snap that easily. You know, I don't think it's that brittle. I might be wrong though. I don't want to. I don't want to test it out. As for She-Ra herself, the figure is beautiful. Her costume design, it's very simple. It's nothing that's overly embellished. It's subtle. It's understated. And I think it's just really well designed. I think the figure really reflects that. The color scheme is nice with the red contrasted against the white, gold, and then the blue jewel. The tiara looks nice. Her expression is very neutral. You know, I'd kind of like to see a little bit of personality in it, but it's not that bad. You know, decent figure. I love the shade of red on the cape. The flow of her hair is nice also. As you can see, it's very long, which might restrict the movement of her head, you know, if you want to rotate it. All right, so let's take a look at the articulation. So her head rotates left and right. Does she look down? A little. Does she look up? Not so much, due to the restrictive nature of the hairpiece, which it's long. Not only is it long, but it's also kind of like this harder material that doesn't really have any give to it or any flex. Her arms rotate, as you can see right there. They go out. There's a bicep cut. Double pinned elbows, pinless design, articulated wrists. One thing that does kind of bother me is I kind of wish that with the gauntlet here that they actually would sculpt detail. As you can see, it's this a pattern that's printed on it. It's not actually like a surface detail. So that kind of feels, not that it feels cheap, but it'd been nice if there was actually some real sculpting there. She has a cut beneath the breast line so she could swivel. I don't think she has a waist swivel on her. So I think if you want to like rotate her, you have to do it at that mid-torso cut. Legs kick out about there. What they should have done is that they should have cut a slit on the skirt just so you could have more range of movement with the legs. So it's kind of unfortunate that they didn't do that. Pinless design, double on the knees, double pinned, and mine do not want to bend. It's very stiff. Yeah, I'm not going to force it. Articulated ankles. And again, I kind of wish they would actually sculpt the detailing on her boot as opposed to just printing it on. Overall, it's a solid figure. It really embodies the spirit and appearance of the character. You know, it's like I said, her costume design is very simple. It's not overly stated. Her posture, though, seems kind of odd. She almost feels hunchbacked. Like whenever I want to stand her up straight, she kind of like wants to lean forward. That just might be my figure, and I think it has to do with the hairpiece here, because I think due to the curvature of the hair, I think it's hitting her lower back and her butt. So it kind of like doesn't want to stay straight up and down, at least on my figure. Yours might be different though. But overall, it's a lovely figure. I think it's well worth the purchase. I think it's definitely a must purchase. You know, I think she's definitely one of the heavy hitter characters. So with that being said, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, for me, this is just, I want to say a 7.5 to a low 8. There's something about it that even though in terms of appearance, it looks perfect, once you have the figure in hand, or at least for me, it just doesn't jive in terms of like the way when I handle it. Like her head, the minute I rotate it, you know, immediately I feel the hairpiece just, you know, colliding with the other parts of the body, so it might be hard to pose. I have a hard time standing my figure completely straight up and down. Like every time I move her back, she wants to lean forward a little. And the fact that there's no slit cut on the skirt kind of like, you know, restricts the movement of the legs somewhat. So visually, I think it's a beautiful piece. It looks like what it's supposed to look like. But in terms of the articulation, I think it's somewhat restricted due to, like, you know, some of the design choices. But otherwise, I think it's a beautiful figure. Well worth the purchase, especially if you can find it on sale. All right, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.